Friends, some might ask, what does the baptism of Jesus say to us? Let us reflect on this feast in relation to our own baptism. This event at the River Jordan says an important and consoling truth to all of us. In the humility of God, Jesus, sinless and divine, identified with the people in their desire to confess their sins and be converted through the baptism that John had been administering. Jesus joined these people who admitted and recognized their sins, and because of that, were moved with contrite hearts to ask, to beg for God's forgiveness. He chose to be on our side, sinners, that we might feel the nearness of God, communicating to us that if we accept Him into our lives, we would experience the loving embrace of the Father who awaits His sons and daughters who have gone astray. Pope Emeritus Benedict XVI mentioned in a homily, by immersing in our human condition, Jesus is moved to compassion. He chooses to suffer with men, to be penitent together with us. This is the work of God that Jesus wishes to accomplish, the divine mission to heal those who are wounded and to cure those who are sick, to take upon Himself the sin of the world. And we see the fulfillment of this divine mission at Calvary, with His hands and feet nailed on the cross, with His pierced side from which blood and water gushed forth as the fountain of mercy for all of us. Now, another thing that we must not forget is that during His baptism, Jesus' public ministry is launched. This is also true of us through the baptism we received. The Catechism teaches us, through baptism, we are freed from sin and reborn as children of God. We become members of Christ, are incorporated into the Church, and made sharers in her mission. What again is our common mission, brothers and sisters? Do you still remember? Go into the whole world and proclaim the gospel to every creature, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. Pope Francis reminds us, in virtue of baptism, we become missionary disciples, called to bring the gospel to the world. It gives us grace and hands on the faith to us. May all of us, the ordained and the laity alike, never forget this common mission that we have received from the Lord when we were baptized. There you go, friends. How are we living the grace of our baptism? How zealous are we in fulfilling our Christian mission? Let us follow Jesus, who obeyed the will of the Father by laboring in the mission entrusted to Him by the Father. Let the Lord's baptism be a constant reminder of our baptism and calling to share in His mission.